They didn't argue because they hated each other. They argued because they were walking in different directions while holding the same hands. They loved deeply. They prayed occasionally. They planned vaguely. But love without vision slowly becomes confusion. This is the story of how Ethan and Leah's marriage nearly drifted apart, and how a shared vision brought it back into alignment. From the outside, Ethan and Leah looked fine. Married young, full of hope, surrounded by encouragement. They laughed together. They supported each other. They survived early struggles, but beneath the surface, something felt off, like rowing a boat with one paddle. Ethan dreamed of financial freedom, businesses, investments, long-term planning. Leah dreamed of a peaceful home, a close-knit family, emotional presence. Neither dream was wrong, but they had never sat down to ask the most important question: what are we building together? The disagreements didn't sound serious at first. They sounded like this: why are you saving so aggressively? Why do you spend so emotionally? Why are you always thinking about tomorrow? Why do you never slow down for today? Finances became tense. Family planning felt uncertain. Spiritual life became inconsistent. They weren't enemies, but they weren't aligned partners either. And misalignment, left untreated, quietly drains marriage. One evening after a long day, the conversation turned sharp. Not loud, not explosive, just heavy. Ethan finally said it out loud. I feel like I'm building something alone. Leah responded softly but truthfully. And I feel like I'm living in a future that hasn't arrived yet. Silence followed. That silence wasn't distance, it was clarity. They realized something powerful that night. They weren't failing at marriage. They were failing to define it together. That night, they didn't solve everything, but they made one decision. They would stop assuming and start aligning. They agreed to build a shared vision, not one person's dream dominating the others, but a marriage-wide direction. And they broke it into 3 pillars: finances, family, spirituality. They started with money, not numbers, but meaning. They asked, what does financial stability mean to us? Are we chasing wealth or peace? What sacrifices are temporary and which are harmful? They realized money wasn't just about income. It was about security, trust, and freedom. They created a financial vision that included clear budgeting, honest conversations, agreed priorities. No financial secrecy. They stopped asking, who earns more, and started asking, how do we grow together? Money stopped being a weapon and became a tool. Then they talked about family, not just children, but culture. What kind of home do we want? What values do we want our future children to absorb? How do we treat conflict? How do we show love? They learned that family vision isn't about perfection, it's about intention. They agreed. Presence matters more than performance. Peace matters more than appearances. Their home would be a place of safety, not pressure. They weren't just building a family. They were shaping an atmosphere. Then they realized spirituality had been personal, but not shared. Ethan saw faith as discipline. Leah saw faith as connection. So they reframed it. Spirituality wouldn't be about routines alone. It would be about direction. They began praying together, even briefly, discussing values, not doctrines, seeking guidance before major decisions. Their spiritual vision became the anchor when emotions shifted and circumstances changed. Nothing dramatic happened overnight. No viral success, no sudden wealth, no perfect peace. But something deeper changed. Their conversations softened, their decisions aligned. Their disagreements became discussions. They stopped pulling against each other and started moving forward together. That's what vision does. They learned that. Love starts marriages, but vision sustains them. Shared vision prevents unnecessary conflict. Alignment is more powerful than agreement. Marriage grows when both partners feel seen. Most importantly, they learn this. A shared vision doesn't erase differences, it gives differences direction. Today, Ethan and Leah still face challenges, but now they face them together. Not guessing, not assuming, not competing, building. If your marriage feels confusing, strained, or disconnected, maybe you don't need more effort. Maybe you need a shared vision. And if you want more educative, honest conversations about marriage, finances, family, faith, and growth, subscribe to this channel. Because strong marriages aren't built by accident, they're built on purpose.